This episode, we talk about de-stressing, conscious spending, and how to avoid phishing scams.
This is the Living Young and Free Show, giving the 25 and under crowd tips, tricks, and hacks to get the most out of your money.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, and welcome to episode 56. First up, we have Lee, who's going to share some tips on how you can de-stress for cheap.
Oh, hi, Cheryl. You know, the life of a young and free spokester can be very stressful. I mean, there are deadlines to meet, meetings to attend, and sometimes I don't even have time to watch all of my favorite morning cartoons. I know, it sounds like a rough life, but it's worth it, if I can keep my stress level at bay. Take these from a guy who knows. These are 5 tips from GetRichSlowly.org that can help you de-stress without spending any money at all. Now, lots of companies make money every year selling you products that make you less stressed out. But let's only focus on the things that you can do right at your home, not spending a dime. Tip number 1 is to remember that practice makes perfect. If you can try these things out just about every day, then whenever you do get stressed out, you'll be able to have something to fall back on and cut to it immediately to relieve stress. Tip number 2 is a 6-step process you can try every time you're feeling stressed. 1. Recognize that you're stressed. 2. Find some humor. 3. Take a deep breath through the nose. And tip number 4 is exhale out your mouth. Number 5, say a word that's very relaxing, such as calm or peaceful or honeydew, something that works. And number 6 is shake out any muscles that feel tense. Tip number 3 is walk it off. Even 20 minutes of walking or just a little bit of exercise like jogging, playing soccer with your friends, something like that is really going to help you relieve stress. Tip number 4 is find your flow. What do you like to do? Write? Listen to a little bit of music? Do what you know. If you know it calms you down, if you know you enjoy it, take just a few minutes to enjoy it. Your stress level will certainly go down. Tip number 5 is to cultivate your real social network. Online friends are great, but real life friends are the ones that can really help you take your mind off of the things that you're worried about, grab a cup of coffee with you, or just hang out with for a little bit and have some conversation. This is probably the most effective tip if you have time to hang out with somebody you care about. Remember that being stressed out can be very damaging to your health and your pocketbook whenever you deal with it unwisely. So let's all do our part together and make sure that stress doesn't get the best of us. Back to you, Cheryl.
Bacon now. Bacon now. Bacon now. Next up, we have Jen, who's going to explain conscious spending and how it can help you improve your spending habits.
So Jen, what seems to be the trouble today?
I just keep spending money on stupid crap. It's like when I'm shopping, I go crazy.
Well, it sounds like you need a lesson in conscious spending where you choose to spend money on stuff that's actually important and stop spending on things that are not. But in order to help you make a solid conscious decision and feel in control, we may need to tap into your subconsciousness. I'm going to ask you to look at a few pictures. What do you see here?
Shoes! And they're on clearance!
Will you use these shoes, Jen?
Well, they look an awful lot like a pair I already have that I wear all the time, so probably not.
What do you see here?
A purse, but it's got ruffles on it and, whoa, that price tag, that's a whole week's worth of pay. Forget it, I could get it cheaper online.
And what about here?
A Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Yeah, it looks like a Pikachu.
I can't really help you there. Let's try something else. You should be getting very sleepy. I want you to take me back in time, Jen, to where it all began.
I'm at the store with my mom, and then I saw her. Totally hair Barbie.
And why did you want this totally hair Barbie?
I don't know, she had all that hair.
Was there something better you might have been able to spend your money on?
Yeah, my best friend had a Super Nintendo that we used to play all the time, but it broke.
All right.
Where am I?
It's all right, Jen. You're still in my office. Just ask yourself these questions before you go to buy something, and we should start reining your spending in no time at all.
So I guess I won't be needing you anymore.
No, you're still plenty messed up. So I'll see you next week at the same time.
I see bacon. This one looks like bacon wrapped steak. This one looks like cheeseburger. This one looks like Pikachu. Last up we have Matt, who's going to cover what to watch for to avoid phishing scams.
Hello everyone and welcome to Gone Fishing. Hey everybody, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to avoid a phishing scam. And I don't just mean when someone tries to trade you a salmon for a smallmouth bass. Phishing is not just an outdoor sport. When it's with a PH, it describes criminals who are trying to get access to your sensitive information by pretending to be someone you trust. For example, Adam from GetRichSlowly.org describes an experience of how he got a fraudulent email masquerading as PayPal. No, not funny. Here are some things to look for to identify phishing scams. Number 1, asking for sensitive information over email. Legitimate corporations and financial institutions will never ask you to log in or to provide sensitive information over email. So if you get an email that asks you to log in through that email, chances are it's a scam. Number 2, asking for extreme urgency. Hackers want to pressure you into doing something quickly so that you don't have time to think. So a lot of these fraudulent emails will say things like in the next 24 hours or before Thursday at 12 p.m. Number 3, account restrictions. Many phishing scams will try to convince you that your account is about to be closed. They'll ask you to click here to restore access to your account or something similar. Probably fake. Number 4, security issues. Ironically, some phishing scams will pretend to alert you to a potential threat and ask you to log in to verify your security settings. Again, if you're not sure something is legitimate, there's nothing wrong with contacting your service provider and making sure it's on the up and up. And last, number 5, bonuses or promotions, which is the oldest trick in the book. They'll try to send you an email saying, click here to redeem this prize, or you've won this bonus, and then the only way to get it is to provide sensitive information. And that's it. Use caution and exercise common sense when approaching suspicious emails. And remember, it's never wrong to contact your service provider and find out if something is legit. And of course, never hand out sensitive information over email. Otherwise, you may be opening a can of worms.
Oh, phishing. PH phishing. I feel foolish with an F, foolish. And that's our show. If you have any feedback or ideas for upcoming episodes, feel free to comment below or email me at livingyoungandfree@gmail.com. And be sure to join us next time for more great tips, tricks, and hacks on how to make the most of your money.
Young and Free is a credit union movement that gives young people a voice, a head start, and useful information.